And boys, we're back here with another Madden video. Today we got something a little bit different today. Today we're going to take a look at every single position and giving you guys my favorite card at every single price range. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order. So pretty much for every single position, we're going to have budget, value, and then like the best card that I think you could get. And we're going to go ahead and start it off with quarterback right here as the example. And now at quarterback, I think the best like cheap option you could potentially get is going to go ahead and be Michael Penix right here. If you got this field pass card from season 2, potential free option. And this is a card that is 84 speed, 87 acceleration, is 6'2", hits all the accuracy threshold, still decent throw power at this point, has a pretty good release, has that Josh Allen release. And he is also a quarterback, of course, that can get the gunslinger, but if you don't want to run gunslinger, he can also get the gift wrap as well. And I think Michael Penix for free is a great option still. And now we're going to step it up right here to a value quarterback. And I think the best value that you can get if you want to spend some coins is going to go ahead and be Will Levis. And I know he's still under 100K, which is technically still like a budget card, but this is a card that could be 80 speed, 88 acceleration, 90 throw power, hits all the accuracy thresholds, has that 3/4 release, which is like the Aaron Rodgers, the Slinger one in this game, Jordan Love's release as well. This is another quarterback that if you want to run a gunslinger quarterback, I don't think Will Levis is that far off from the best quarterback that we're about to cover. Like 4 AP gunslinger, you can still definitely get away with using Will Levis, especially if you want a gunslinger quarterback. But then after Will Levis, I think the best quarterback in the game is not going to be Randall Cunningham for me. I do want to mention Randall and Dak though, because I think they are great and I like Dak's backyard quarterback, and also Daniel Jones as well deserves to be in that conversation. But I'm going to go ahead and give it to Andrew Luck just because of the fact that also I just like his price a little bit more than Randall Cunningham's. I think it's more feasible, and it's 88 speed, 88 acceleration, 93 throw power. So he does beat Randall on the throw power, and he hits 90s across the board for every single accuracy. He has the same release as Randall Cunningham too. I just think Randall Cunningham is simply just too much coins as well. Like he is currently going for 3 mil, and you can get Andrew Luck for 2.2 mil less. So yeah, that's why I'm going Andrew Luck. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the running back position right here, where I think the best like budget card, we're not going to have a free card right here. I think it's going to be Devon A-Chain right here, and I think this card is insane value for what he can do at this 88 overall. Going for under 100K right now, could get him up to 90 speed, 90 acceleration with the breakout badge boost. 5'9", 188. I know a lot of people said he fumbled a lot. A lot of people do play on that conservative setting, but 88 break tackle, 75 catching as well. This is a fast running back that I think he's just a fast running back that can get the job done. And for under 100K, I think that's what you're looking for. Now we're going to step it up right here, like a step above Devon A-Chain. I think is going to go ahead and be Fred Taylor. Fred Taylor or Kareem Hunt were my options right here, and I went Fred Taylor. I like him more than Kareem Hunt. He's also a little bit less coins. He's 90 speed, 88 acceleration, has 88 juke move with 90 trucking, 90 break tackle, good catching, good short route running. Another running back that can do literally everything in the game, and he's not that far off from the best running back. He is someone that can get the running back apprentice potential spin cycle if you did want it, jukebox as well. So yeah, Fred Taylor, one of my personal favorite running backs. But now we're going to go to overall the best, and I don't think it's Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't think it's Kamara. I don't think it's Almon Green. I think it's 91 overall LTD Icky Woods. And this is a card that is 6'2", 231. And I think this is the big thing, right? Like I like the taller running backs. I like taller players in general in this game. 92 speed, 92 acceleration, has 90 break tackle as well. And he is a beastly receiver. And also it helps the fact that he does get an AKA X Factor for 0 AP. He can get evasive or tank that starts on 0 AP. That's why he's coming in our top spot. I know not everyone's gonna need a fullback, but this is my thoughts on fullback. I think for like free potential budget, Christian Okoye is great, and he's also like, I think he's also better than the next card we're gonna cover, but I know some people don't have their season 3 token, so we're still gonna cover like a little bit like a value slash budget card. And Christian Okoye, 6'1", 253, awesome red zone back, 89 speed, 92 acceleration, and he has 92 break tackle, 90 trucking. He can also block as well. I feel like Christian Okoye, big body, red zone work, great fullback in the game, still one of the best. Now, another card besides like Christian Okoye, I don't really like Carson Steele because he can't really block that well for a fullback. Juszczyk is a little bit more expensive. I just would say CJ Ham. Like CJ Ham, I feel like he does what you want your fullback to do, and that is block. Nice little like utility player for the red zone, and I feel like that's the value of CJ Ham. And again, just to show off this card, card right here. Overall, the best for coins is Patrick Ricard. If you don't have your tokens for Okoye, 85 speed, 86 excel, and another person that can just straight up block. Like, he's probably overall the best blocking fullback with 91 run block, 91 lead block, 91 impact blocking, and he's 6'3", 305. Like, he's someone that should help out your red zone offense a ton. Now we're going to go ahead and go to wide receiver right here, where for a budget, we're going to go ahead and go to 87 overall Cedric Tillman right here. And for receiver, I'm looking for a couple of things. I obviously want the speed and excel, 89 speed, 90 excel. I'm looking for a tall receiver, and Cedric Tillman fits this to a T, man. 6'3", 215, has 85 short running, 83 medium, 84 deep as well. And this is a card that I think played phenomenal when I used him as well. And I really think the height is the biggest thing. So yeah, I think Cedric Tillman for around like that 70K mark is great. And now a little bit better than Cedric Tillman, I am going to have Herman Moore as well. It's just the height, and also he's a little bit better route running than Cedric Tillman. I don't hate them being on the same level, but Herman Moore, 88 speed, 88 excel, hits 85s across the board for route running. Again, 6'4", big thing on him. And another little bonus for Herman Moore is the fact that if you're not rocking the gunslinger, he is someone that does get the slot apprentice ability as well. And Herman Moore, one of my favorite receivers in the game, again, because he's 6'4". Now, what I will say is I'm going to have DK Metcalf at our most expensive receiver right here. You can't have Randy Moss. You can't have Brian Thomas Jr. as well. I'm going to have DK because I feel like for the best team in the game, you obviously like really care about your team. You're going to have a theme team, right? Like, if you want the best card at every single position, or you want the best team, you're going to have a theme team. And DK with the theme team, I think he is better than Randy Moss. And this is a card that also has a little bit more weight. He's 6'4", 235. Like, he is a big body, big player model, 90 speed, 89 acceleration, 90 short running, 90 medium, 89 deep, 90 B press. And yeah, he's currently going for around 500K. Love this DK card. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the tight end position right here, where for our cheap tight end, I am going to go ahead and have 88 overall Dalton Kincaid. And this is a card that could be up to 88 speed, 86 acceleration. I like his player model for a receiving threat, 6'4", 240. So, and also has pretty good route running still to this point. Just doesn't really have the best run block at this point. I feel like that's his one weakness. Obviously, the physical stats. I really like the way Dalton Kincaid plays. Now, a step above Dalton Kincaid, I feel like if you don't like Dalton Kincaid, I would target Redux Gronk. He's a little bit more expensive, and he just does some things that Kincaid doesn't. He's 87 speed, 88 acceleration. This time, completely different player model, 6'6", 268, 90 short running, 87 medium, 88 deep. But this time, he is a pretty good run blocker for the tight end as well. So I feel like if you just didn't like the way Kincaid played, Gronk just offers you basically everything Kincaid doesn't, and that's why I went him here. But now, overall, the best tight end, I am going to have the people's tight end, George Kittle. I feel like he is just the most balanced. He may not be the best receiving tight end. I feel like that would go to Evan Ingram. He also isn't the best from an ability standpoint. I think Cole Kmet getting tight end apprentice in some offenses might make him the best, but overall balance, Kittle, 91 speed, 88 acceleration, 90 short running, 90 medium, 86 deep. But also great thing on him as well, 80 run block. He can do everything you want your tight end to do. He also gets a 0 AP, aka X Factor, with that run protector. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the O-line right here, where for offensive line, right, I think overall the best cards are most likely the most expensive, but offensive line is just a spot where it's like, I just would recommend value. So that's really all I want to cover today. And we'll get it started at left tackle, where even some of it's budget, right? And left tackle, I think best value, Deion Dawkins. He has 87 run block, 89 pass block finesse, 88 pass block power, pretty solid stats for the left tackle, and he's under 100K. We're going to go ahead and go to left guard right here, where at left guard, going to have Matthew Bergeron. This could be Landon Dickerson as well if you guys want a free option, if you got that from Mosphere. But just a card with 89 run block, 83 pass block finesse, 90 pass block power, not the worst balance in the world. Where at center, I am going to go ahead and have Zach Frazier. He has a little bit lower strength, but I liked his core ratings a ton. 86 run block, 90 pass block finesse, 89 pass block power. And again, he's under 100K, just great value. And also at right guard, I'm going to go ahead and have Shaq Mason. And Shaq Mason has 87 pass block finesse, 89 pass block power, 87 run block, good balance, under 100K. And also right here, rounding out the offensive line for right tackle, I'm going to have Trent Brown. Now, Trent Brown's core ratings are a little bit suspect, with 87 run block, a little bit lower pass block finesse, but good pass block power. The reason he's here for me is 6'8", 370. Like, that is just crazy. And I feel like that does help your O-line blocking when you are that big of a player model. Offensive line, again, like the best cards are usually the most expensive, but I would just recommend the value cards. And I don't think the most expensive linemen are worth it. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the defense side of the ball, where we're going to get started at defensive end. And at defensive end, my favorite like cheaper option, Leonard Williams. Under 100K. This card under 100K, I think is insane. 75 speed, 80 acceleration. I feel like a lot of people just see this finesse moves and kind of just like write him off, but he has 90 power moves, 90 block shed, 90 impact blocking, and for his traits, only has the bull rush trait on yes. Pretty much what this means is this is power moves. These are finesse moves. He's not going to use finesse moves. So we can block this out. He has 90 power moves, 90 block shed, 90 impact blocking. Like, sign me all the way up for Leonard Williams. Now, a step above Leonard Williams, I am going to have Dwight Freeney right here. And Dwight Freeney is another card that is great because of his traits. 89 speed, 91 acceleration, has 92 finesse moves with lower power moves, good block shed, good impact blocking, and for his traits, only has the finesse move traits on yes this time. So it's the opposite of what we just said. This is a card that will not use his power move rating. He's only going to use 92 finesse moves, and I feel like that's why he's so good. Now, overall, for like the best defensive end though, I am still going to have Reggie White. I think Reggie White, even when we take away the AKA X factor, I still think this card is great. 6'5", 291, 85 speed, 91 acceleration, has 90 finesse moves, 90 power moves, 90 block shed, 87 impact blocking. Like, these core ratings at this point in the game is crazy, like way ahead of his time, and also is kind of trade glitch. Everything you would want on yes besides strip ball. This is also a card that, again, can get an AKA X factor of unstoppable force, and I feel like this can single-handedly beat defense, and I feel like Reggie White just causes havoc on the defensive line. I think he's the best pass rusher in the game. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the defensive tackle spot right here. We're at our cheap option. We're going to have Mean Joe Green, and we're going to have the vintage champion, because really the reason he's here is because of his AKA X factor. This is a card that is 6'4", 275, 81 speed, 84 acceleration, has 87 power moves, 80 finesse moves, 85 block shed, 87 impact blocking, and for traits, bull rush and swim move on yes. Going to use both these ratings, but the biggest thing on the card is the 1 AP double or nothing X factor right here that starts on and is going to be off or on, right? Like, this makes a huge difference for pass rush, and that's why he's here for me. Now, I will say defensive tackle was in a spot where above Mean Joe Green was tough, because we don't really have like a really great one, I think, for around like that 200 to 300K range. I'm just going to mention someone that I actually really like, and I haven't really had a chance to mention him. It's going to be Tavondre Sweat. This is a card that is 6'5", 366, like huge player in the game, and has decent speed, decent excel for the defensive tackle spot, good power moves, good block shed, good impact blocking, and for traits, this time has bull rush and swim move on yes. So he is going to use this finesse move rating, and I don't hate to take that Mean Joe Green is better than this card, but if you don't like Mean Joe Green, I feel like you would really like this card, because again, he is just a huge player model. Now, overall for me, best defensive tackle, I'm not going with Chris Jones. I'm actually going with Booger McFarland right here, and I'll explain why. So he's 6 foot, 300 pounds, 84 speed, 90 acceleration, has 92 power moves, 80 finesse moves, 89 block shed, 91 impact blocking, and for traits, bull rush and swim move on yes. But the biggest thing for me is I just love the fact that he gets this AKA inside stuff for 0 AP. Like, 0 AP defensive X factor, sign me all the way up. And that is really why he's here for me at that #1 spot. Now, after defensive tackle, we're going to go to outside linebacker right here, where for cheap, I actually finally get to mention this card right here. We are going to have, I'm going to say this name so wrong, Segun Olubi. I have no idea how to say it. I know I butchered it, but this is a very interesting card. So 88 speed, 88 acceleration, 6 foot, 225, has 87 zone coverage. So actually really good core ratings for a pass coverage defender. Also this time, play ball in air balance, no big hitter, but big thing on him why I like the card is he's actually the cheapest lurk artist defender in the game right now, and I feel like if you want a lurk artist player for a budget, this guy is insane. I love using this card. He's kind of what I love about Ultimate Team, just kind of like a hidden budget beast, and especially good from an ability standpoint too. Like, love this card right here. Now, a step above him, we are going to have a pass rusher. Like, he is a great pass coverage player. Not too many linebackers are better than him from a pass coverage standpoint, but I'm going to have DeMarcus Ware going for around 130K, and this card is 86 speed, 89 acceleration, good pass rush in the game, and yeah, just good finesse moves, power moves, block shed, impact blocking traits, has all 3 pass rush traits on yes, and also abilities this time. He doesn't get like anything crazy like a double or nothing that starts on, but he can get some abilities. Now, #1 for the outside linebacker spot for me though, I'm going to have TJ Watt. Now, what I like about TJ Watt, I'll explain. So 89 speed, 90 acceleration, good physical stats, very high finesse moves, power moves, you know, a little bit lower for what I would expect a TJ Watt card to have, but 90 block shed, 90 impact blocking. He can also drop into a zone. So he is like very good hybrid player. and he does have all 3 pass rush traits on. Yes, I feel like TJ Watt can really do a lot of things. After outside linebacker, we are going to go to middle linebacker right here, where cheap middle linebacker in the game, we're going to have Troy Anderson under that 100K. This is a card that is 6'4", 235, 88 speed, 88 acceleration, really like balanced physical stats in the game, and also has 86 zone coverage. So overall, just very solid from a core rating standpoint. Like Troy Anderson a ton. And now moving a step above Troy Anderson, I'm not going to have Isaiah Simmons, because if you missed the MCS broadcast, like, you know, this really doesn't help you. So just like, obviously Isaiah Simmons is awesome, one of the best linebackers in the game. Ahead of Troy Anderson, I am going to have Micah McFadden right here, and this is a card that is 6'2", 90 speed, 91 acceleration. This time doesn't really have great zone. So what I will say is, I think Troy Anderson and Micah McFadden, when we just say no abilities based card, they're probably on the same level. But the reason why I like Micah McFadden a ton is the fact that he actually does get that lurk artist ability for 1 AP, which it's essentially pick artist. The lurker side of things I don't think helps out a ton. It's just catching interceptions. That's why I like that lurk artist ability so much. So yeah, Micah McFadden's going to be our number 2. And at number 1, I feel like this is kind of an obvious one, Fred Warner. Fred Warner has the height, 6'3", 91 speed, 90 acceleration, really good balance of physical stats, has amazing zone coverage of 91, and also this time has play ball and air aggressive, which is kind of rare for a linebacker. And also combo that with the fact that he does in fact get that lurk artist ability as well. Like, everything you want your linebacker to do, Fred Warner is your guy. Now moving on from middle linebacker, we're going to go to the secondary, where we're going to go to CB. And for our cheaper CB right here, we're going to go ahead and go to 88 overall Joshua Williams, where at CB, it's very similar to receiver for me. The number one thing I'm looking for is height. Like, Josh Williams being 6'3", 80K right now, can be up to 87 speed, 91 excel, which isn't great at this point, but just don't press him and back him off. And I think you can let that 6'3" go to work. This is a card that does have 90 man, hits that 85 level of zone. He also has play ball and air aggressive as well, which is nice. And also another card that can potentially get a base ability of pick artist. So just overall for like his price right now, I think he is insane. And moving on from Joshua Williams, a little step above Joshua Williams for me is going to go ahead and be Joey Porter Jr. actually. And they aren't really that far apart, but Joey Porter Jr. can be 89 speed, 90 excel. Again, tall corner in the game, 6'2", 90 man, 87 zone, and has play ball and air aggressive. And also, like Joshua Williams, of course, can get that base pick artist ability. And then overall, unlimited budget, best corner in the game, I am going to have, ooh man, this was actually tough, because Deion Sanders and Tariq Woolen, they're right there for me, because Deion Sanders with that 0 AP aka X factor I think is great. I think Tariq Woolen is just such a difference maker because of that 6'4" height, 90 speed, 90 excel. But again, the big thing is 6'4", does hit that 90 level of zone as well. But and also this card does have play ball and air balance, and he is someone that is a tall potential pick artist player in the game. And again, you could go Tariq Woolen, or you could go prime time right here. I went Tariq Woolen. Now potential cheap free safety in the game for me, I'm still gonna have Paul Krause. Now the reason for this is, if you're gonna go cheap compared to all the other free safety options, you might as well get height, and he is 6'3", 87 speed, 84 excel, has 88 zone, which you could get up to 90 as well. Like, this card really isn't insane anymore, but I'll take the height of 6'3" for Paul Krause. That's why he's my cheap option. Now a step above Paul Krause, we are going to go ahead and go to 89 DeMar Hamlin. This is a card that's going for around that 150K mark. He's 6 foot, 89 speed, 89 excel. Now the one weakness I feel like is this right here. The 78 COD I do think is noticeable, but he base hits that 90 level of zone. And this is a card that, again, kind of in that in-between price range. It's like, it is a give and a take. But now for the best free safety, I'm not going to have Ed Reed. I am actually going to have Jesse Bates right here. And Jesse Bates, 6'1", 92 speed, 91 acceleration, has 90 man, 90 zone. Also this time, play ball and air aggressive as well. And this is another card that also, guess what? He can get that pick artist ability. I think Jesse Bates is one of the best pieces in the secondary for sure. Now rounding out the defense and rounding out the team right here, we're going to go to strong safety, where potential cheap option, I'm actually going to go ahead and go team captain Pat Tillman, which if you guys are no money spent budget baller, I feel like I wouldn't go the kicker Elam, I wouldn't go the punter, I would go Pat Tillman, because this is a card that can be up to 91 speed, 89 99 acceleration, 90 base zone, and I feel like getting this card for potential free, like I feel like he's the obvious team captain for a no money spent squad, and he is a little bit shorter, 5'11". That's his one weakness, but all 32 team chems could potentially get him up to 94 speed if you guys have a triple theme team, or just one theme team, 92, two theme teams, 93 speed. And also Pat Tillman is someone that also can get the pick artist as well. Potential free pick artist player, sign me all the way up. Love this Pat Tillman card. Now, kind of at like that in between range, I did go with Cam Chancellor right here, and Cam Chancellor a little bit more expensive. This could be Jair Brown as well, but Cam, he's 6'3", tall piece in the secondary, 90 speed, 88 acceleration, and you could get the zone up to 90 pretty easily. The man coverage obviously a little bit weak. This is also someone that can be your user or play in the box as well. I really like this Cam Chancellor card, and of course he has the crazy hit power of 91. He also has play ball and air balance. Now, this is a card that does not have that pick artist. I feel like that's his one weakness, but overall, no budget, strong safety. I am just going to go ahead and give it to Kirby Joseph because he's 6'1", still decent height, 91 speed, 91 acceleration, 90 man and 90 zone. Good balance right here. All 32 team chems, so could easily get him up to 92 speed, and also this time has play ball and air, aggressive, and abilities on the card. He is also someone that can get the pick artist. So everything you want from a strong safety, I feel like Kirby Joseph is the best right now. And if you guys are curious for kicker and punter, I feel like kicker, it's just going to be Chris Boswell, highest kick power, or potentially Elam if you're on the best squad. For punter, obviously it is the team captain punter if you're on the best squad, but it's still going to be AJ Cole for me for like value or like budget. But yeah, boys, this has been my thoughts on the best player at every single price range in Madden 25 Ultimate Team. Let me know if you guys did like this video. It's kind of like a combo of best budget, best value, and best of position. And if you guys did like this video, let me know down below in the comments. We'll start adding this to the list of things to update as well. So if you guys did enjoy, again, let me know down below. Also, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Madden 25 content just like this. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and see me use some of these cards live on stream, have been streaming here on both YouTube and Twitch. Watch on the YouTube, make sure to hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.